Hello dear friends and welcome to Huglar Anime Cafe. I'm your host Huglar. Today I would like to present to your attention an incredible story of powerful shinobi and fearless samurai who fight an invincible giant and reveal his biggest secret on mysterious island Shinsenku. This story begins with Rokurota's flashback. His parents watch how he eats and plays with some stones. In the end of the flashback, a grown Rokurota kills his parents and the people in his village. In the present, Rokurota attacks both samurai, but Genji manages to save Sagiri by pushing her out of the way. However, he takes a hard hit and is sent flying with a fatal wound. Sagiri tries to help Asaemon Genji, but he tells her to run away without him, since it's impossible to survive such serious wound. Asaemon is a samurai who is responsible for execution of criminals and testing new swords for the shogun. Rokurota is about to attack Sagiri, but Gabimaru kicks the furious giant away and saves his friend. Sagiri informs fearless and devoted shinobi about Rokurota. She realizes that Yamada Asaemon Aizen is probably dead, because he's no longer with his assigned criminal. Shinobi is a skilled mercenary who is hired to carry out missions that involve assassinations and covert operations. Looking into the ruthless eyes of a predator, Gabimaru understands that escape would not be possible and that he will have to eliminate the giant. Gabimaru realizes that his first attack on Rokurota was ineffective and remembers the ninth lesson from Sennin of Iwagakure. He must accurately test out the enemy's abilities in order to figure out how to defeat him. Sennin is the highest rank of ninja with the greatest level of experience and skills. Meanwhile, the giant of Bizen throws a tree at Shinobi, but Gabimaru manages to avoid it and tells Sagiri to leave this place. He sees Yuzuriha sitting on the tree and asks her for help, but beautiful Kunoichi, aka female ninja, refuses him because due to their agreement, he is responsible for fighting. She mocks the annoyed Shinobi by cheering him on. Though Rokurota's swings were fast and destructive, Gabimaru avoids being hit and tries to attack the giant at a distance with ninjutsu called Ninpo Stone Storm. Neither ninjutsu called Unformed Blade nor previous one cannot make any harm to Rokurota. That's why confused shinobi is going to test all his ninjutsu to find out which one is the best suited for such battle. Ninjutsu is the superhuman power and main fighting style used by ninja. Meanwhile, Genji asks Sagiri to leave him behind, since no treatment can help his recovery, but she stays with him. Dying Asaemon believes that she is a strange person who earlier blustered like a man, but now is acting like a woman. Sagiri answers that the only thing important to her is keeping him alive. Hearing this, Genji understands her true nature. Sagiri embodies the middle way by accepting opposite concepts as a part of herself. Asking to kill Rokurota, Genji gives her his katana and admits that she truly became Yamada Asaemon. Meanwhile, Gabimaru comes to the conclusion that he will have to team up with someone against Rokurota, since close-quarter combat is too dangerous and projectiles are ineffective. Gabimaru dodges another attack by Rokurota and notices him crying after his little finger is cut off. It was Sagiri who explains the method how to cut even the strongest body. Shinobi asks for her assistance and they unite against the giant. Asaemon's center is pinned by Yuzuriha, but asks her to release him, since he wants to tend Genji's wounds. However, she refuses to do it, since she believed that Asaemon is probably dead, and that Santa is not a type of a person who really cares about others. She notices no monsters around and says that they should keep an eye on fighting beneath and retreat once their competitors are dead. On the battlefield, Gabimaru offers Sagiri to split up because he's going to distract the giant, so she will have time to make Rokurota kneel by cutting his legs. After Gabimaru deflects Rokurota's punch with a kick, Sagiri attacks him from his blind spot. But after recalling Aizen and Genji's faces, she becomes unable to cut off his leg and dodges his attack. The samurai realizes that she must ignore her emotions and remain calm in order to succeed. After avoiding the giant's next attack, Gabimaru notices that his leg is strained, and Sagiri is not able to cut Rokurota's hand, since his movements close the gaps between his bones. She informs Gabimaru that killing Rokurota with a single blow requires him to hunch over, which is a problem they have to solve. Rokurota's stomach rumbles and the giant starts crying like a child. Gabimaru is stunned by loud noise and takes direct hit from his enemy. He looks badly injured and cannot move. Sagiri rushes to Shinobi and wants to protect him from the incoming danger. She recalls the sea waves, suppresses her emotions, and remains calm. After remembering Genji's words about the middle way, she accepts both emotion and reason. It helps her concentrate and deflect the giant's next attacks. Yuzuriha becomes impressed by how Sagiri fights against Rokurota. Senta explains that Sagiri has 12th rank in Tamashii Itoru because of her suitability to lead the Yamada clan, but her fighting skills is much better. Genji notices that she has a lack of experience, but when her hesitation vanishes, she fights even better than first-rate Asaemon. Looking at her, Gabimaru feels how strong Sagiri actually is. Meanwhile, Rokurota loses his balance and Sagiri tries to approach and behead him. However, the fast giant jumps away before Samurai could use her katana. Though Sagiri missed the opportunity, Shinobi has come up with a cunning idea how to make Rokurota bow his head. Gabimaru activates Ninpo Ascetic Blaze and combines it with various ninjutsu, which makes Yuzuriha to escape the area with Senta. Shinobi starts to attack Rokurota with burning stones, but the giant deflects them towards the forest. After hitting Rokurota with a burning tree, Gabimaru stops fighting because he did enough for his plan to work. Running away, Yuzuriha tells her monitor about Gabimaru's plan to use a forest fire for poisoning the giant with the smoke produced by the oil in the wood. After inhaling a lot of smoke, Rokurota falls to his knees, and Sagiri quickly approaches him with katana poised to strike at his neck. Rokurota tries to hit her, but Gabimaru pins down the giant's hand and asks Sagiri to use this chance. She is ready to behead the criminal calmly and fiercely. After ringing from a bell, Rokurota recalls his childhood, when he couldn't satisfy his hunger and nobody wanted to play with him. In the present, Sagiri apologizes for understanding too late that he was a frightened child in a body of ruthless monster. She hopes that he will rest in peace together with his victims. Before running from the flames, Sagiri looks at Genji, who is already dead. Remembering him and Aizen, Sagiri shed a tear, but realizes that she must remain strong. Gabimaru and Sagiri see the monsters, who move toward the flame. After having a conversation with his Asaemon, Gabimaru decides to continue searching for Elixir of Life, because he wants to see his wife as soon as possible. Sagiri realizes that she shouldn't worry about her fellow samurai, but find the elixir and release them from their duties. Hearing this, Gabimaru understands that Sagiri finally has become his ally. After catching up with Yuzuriha and Senta, they see an abandoned village in the distance. Senta wonders if Sennin lives there. Sennin is a title of the beings who have trained for centuries in the ways of Taoism, granting them powers of regeneration, longevity, and the ability to manipulate the life force energy Tao. In the end of the story, criminal Asa Chobei and his brother Toma fight against the monsters. After killing them, Toma tells his brother a legend about Sennin of Shinsenku. King of Bandits senses something and goes in its direction with his younger brother. After a short walk, they find two beautiful women kissing each other on the top of strange building. This video is based on the 6th episode, aka Heart and Reason, of a brand new supernatural anime, Hell's Paradise Jigokuraku. Release date April 1st, 2023. This dark fantasy anime is created by Studio Mappa and directed by Kaori Makita. If you are interested in previous episodes of this story, you will find them and the playlist in the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe for videos like this. Please comment this video and share it with your friends. Thank you very much for watching.